Welcome to Dan and Dan, the only talk show with two people named Danny. Well, this segment's topic is, I believe, TV and movies.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, Danny.
Yes, sir.
So, Danny, watch any good movies or TV shows lately?
Honestly, I've been stuck at home recently with the flu, and nothing crazy on the TV show binge, nothing crazy on the movie binge, but, I've been going back to some classics, I've been watching a little bit of Spider-Man. That's
Love
about
Spider-Man.
it. Oh, yeah. Always a good one.
Which Spider-Mans were you watching?
I was watching Spider-Verse, actually.
Of course.
It's a go-to. It's a very good. It's very well made, and it's got a great story.
Yeah, and you're prepping for the new one, which is coming out June 2nd.
Can't wait. How about you, Mr. Murray?
Well, what have I been watching lately? Lately, I've been watching Supernatural. It's a little older, I know, but I started watching it. I've been meaning to come back to it. So I'm only on season 10. I just started season 10, and I have 5 more to go. I did the math. I have like 60 hours of the show left.
You know what? Is it a fun 60 hours?
Well, I've heard the later seasons suck, so probably not.
Well, at the end of the day, as long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Some movies that I've watched lately. What did I watch lately? Oh, I rewatched American Psycho. That was fun.
How was that? That was good?
Yeah, I liked the part where he was like, "Hey, Paul," and he hit him in the head with an axe. Wow, he's such an American Psycho.
I'll have to give it a watch.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a good movie. I would recommend it. Yeah. It's got Christian Bale. Jared Leto dies in it.
Alrighty.
Which is always fun.
Love to hear it.
Yeah. What movies are coming out soon?
They just released a brand new Black Panther, I believe.
Yeah, that came out.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch it either.
I've been meaning to. And then I think they have a new Guardians of the Galaxy coming out.
They do have a new Guardians coming out.
As you can tell,
the trailer?
Big Marvel guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But no, I have not seen the trailer actually, but I just know it's coming out, and I'm looking forward to both of them.
Yeah, the trailer has me pretty hyped up.
All right.
So you said you're a big Marvel guy. Thoughts on Phase 4? Is that the one we're on right now?
Yeah, honestly, I used to be really into the comic books. Mm-hmm. Then I kind of fell off because, there's so many different realms and stuff like that. But where it's trending, I like where it's trending. Nothing beat that Spider-Man movie. That Spider-Man movie was, obviously it capped off kind of with the whole little, everyone's just forgets him. But other than that, very good.
Yeah. I am personally looking forward to like a more smaller scale Spider-Man, which is what I think they're going to do. Since everyone forgot about him, he's not going to be like in space or fighting multiverses or whatever. I like him more ground level and only showing up for like the big showdowns.
Bring it back to like the OG Spider-Man when we were younger.
I feel like the best way to go would probably be a TV show, which is why I'm pretty excited for the freshman year show they got coming out, but I don't actually know if I'm going to watch it or not. So,
you know what? There's always a chance.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Movie news. I don't know if you care, but Henry Cavill is no longer playing Superman.
Oh, yes, yeah. I did hear about that.
Because James Gunn wants to do a new Superman origin story.
And he wants to make him younger or something like that,
yeah.
Honestly, I think they should do with Stan Lee when it comes to those kind of things, where you can throw him in the background.
Yeah.
Just be a walk-in, just for the little people who know.
Yeah, I love when they bring back older actors.
Yeah. It's weird to think that actors like him, this new Superman will be some of these kids' first Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's crazy.
Yeah. I am looking forward to the new direction the DCU will be taking, because James Gunn, he did Peacemaker and The Suicide Squad, and those were pretty. I didn't personally like The Suicide Squad, but that's a whole thing.
I heard it was relatively
it was good and it was entertaining, and I would recommend it. It's just I wanted to see a certain thing happen that it didn't happen. It's whatever. But I am looking forward. I'm hoping that because he's redoing the DCU, that's not going to cancel any upcoming projects like Shazam 2 or Blue Beetle. I will cry if Blue Beetle gets canceled. I want to see that so badly.
Honestly, I did like their character. I liked the Blue Beetle. I did a little bit of Injustice when I was younger, and I used to love his characters, punchlines and stuff.
He's just fun.
Oh yeah.
One thing I did see though, there were set photos released a little bit ago, and his suit doesn't have a mouth, and like he's like the only character like pretty much whose suit has a mouth built in. So I thought that was a little weird. I'm hoping they like do something like that because like it's part of his
CGI.
character. Yeah, CGI fixes everything.
Oh yeah.
I mean, except for Henry Cavill's mustache that one time.
And just a lot of just crappy movies.
Yeah. While we're on DC, did you watch the Snyder Cut?
I did not.
Yeah, no. I don't think it's worth it. Don't bother.
You don't think so?
Nah, I know people liked it, and I will say it's better than the original Justice League, but it's still bad.
Well, that's what happens.
It's way too long. I watched it in like 4-hour-long segments.
Oof.
Yeah, no, not worth 4 hours.
Not the go-to?
No.
Alrighty. Well, that tends to happen with a lot of things.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite movies?
Oh, some of my favorite movies. Oh, that's a great question. Honestly, I have like really random movies that I just randomly like.
Yeah,
There's this old nostalgic Disney movie that I forget the name of, and I watched it on VHS when I was younger. But that movie I always count as my favorite just because I watched it like 7 times when I was younger, and I've never watched it since. But I have so many memories of watching it. It's like this weird, like mouse, like it's like these 2 mice and they're like trying to run away from this fox or something like that. It's like a really like it was made in like the 80s. Like it's so old and it's like
I got nothing on that.
I wish I could remember the name.
Title.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Obviously I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
once
after
everything's
this
off the air. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But that one's definitely my go-to. I like funnier movies. I love Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump is amazing.
Love the original stuff. Toy Story was a go-to as
Classic.
a kid. And all the new Marvel movies I think are very good. They
Yeah.
appeal to my sense of humor and yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree on the Marvel standpoint. Like I do feel like it's fallen off in recent installments, but like they're still enjoyable for me. Like
Oh, yeah.
people were hating on like the new Thor movie, and like I get that it was a little too much at sometimes, but like I still had fun watching it. I'm probably not going to watch it again anytime soon, and I'm not going to go back to theaters for it, but it was entertaining.
As long as it was good for that little
Yeah.
short frame, that's all that they care about.
If it's entertaining for the hour that you watch, or however long you watch it, and you don't feel like you wasted your money, then that's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Any other favorite TV movies?
Nah, not off the top of my head. Now that I can think of, there are so many good movies. There are a lot of bad movies, but there are very good movies out there. How about you?
Oh, how about me? Oh God, why? I should have known this was coming back to me. I never have an answer ready. Okay, I'm gonna say Mad Max Fury Road is my favorite.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got some great practical effects. Because have you ever seen it?
No, but I've heard of a lot of people
I would
that like
recommend it. It's just a really fun action movie. It's one of the like kind of action movies where like you don't really need audio to enjoy it. Like it's just explosions and fighting and
That's
cars.
awesome.
But I would recommend watching it with audio because the sound design's really good, and there's an amazing like character who is like blind and he has a electric guitar that's with like flames shooting out of it, and he plays like a war song. It's cool.
That's
Yeah.
good. Alrighty.
Whole thing is.
Speaking of like explosions and stuff like that, I want to get your opinion on this.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the new Top Gun Maverick movie?
Okay, I'm good. People might be
Go.
mad, but I haven't seen the first Top Gun, and I haven't seen the new one.
I'm in the same boat you are. I saw the new one,
Yeah.
but I didn't see the one before.
Yeah, no, I've been meaning to watch the original, but like, because I've been meaning to watch it with my dad, because we do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But like the good times never come up,
Oh yeah.
and yeah.
But I think when it comes to that, though, I recommend watching the first one because you understand a lot more.
Yeah.
But the new one does an amazing job of like filling you up to date.
Yeah.
I watched it without watching the first one, and I understood it. It's actually pretty cool. A lot of the things like Tom Cruise he's pretty good at what he does and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's-
like there's like Tom Cruise, there's stuff to say about him, but
Yeah.
like he does really good job doing his own stunts and all that.
he's just has the mind
Yeah.
for film. Like,
He does.
him, like those fighter jet scenes, like honestly, like you felt like they were like these guys knew how to fly, and they were just a bunch of actors sitting in the back seat of one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty cool.
No, I've heard that there's some amazing stuff in both movies.
Oh yeah.
Effects wise, because I know in the first one, like, didn't they like put him in like? I've heard that they put him in like an actual fighter jet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which adds to me needing to see it, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a go-to, and I recommend it to anybody.
Yeah. Let's see. Any TV show recommendations?
You know what? I always say this because it's the first TV show that pops in my mind. The Office.
The Office. I love The Office. I don't rewatch it as much as I should. I'll watch a couple episodes here and there, but it was quality. In my opinion, it was quality throughout. Like, sure, it dipped off, but it was still entertaining.
You know, as me and you, we're both big into film guys, and so we'll understand like video work and stuff like that. But just the pure simplicity of it makes it amazing in my eyes.
Yeah, it's just a camera in an office.
You relate so well to the characters. You feel like you know all these guys, and like they're all just well known now.
And the thing is, I related to it. I haven't even worked in an office.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's like you could just picture like, oh, I know a guy who's like him. I know a guy who. You just got those people in your mind. So.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a quality show.
Yeah.
If I were to recommend a show, I'd go with Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's the main attraction is Danny DeVito, but
of course
the entire cast is amazing. It's really funny, but it's also like there are some bits where you're like, can they say that? Like
that makes it funny though.
Yeah, no. And like they do like, every once in a while they'll do like almost like homage episodes. Like they'll have like a noir detective one. And I think that was in season 14 or something. Like they'll have like, dude, I don't know. They had like a ski episode to like call back to like the 80s ski movies, ski party stuff. Like it's just a really good show. I would recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone because of the aforementioned, like, can they say that? But I'd recommend it to most people.
You would recommend it to anybody who's of age to understand that.
Children should not watch it because they'll probably end up saying some very bad stuff.
Yeah, and you know, I think the kiddos are learning a lot of fun language.
No, we don't need more.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need them getting creative with it.
Yeah.
Let's stick with the classics, kids.
Yes, sir. More Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Top 3 video games of all time.
Top 3 video games of all time is what our boss, Mr. Allen, has just said.
You got any off the top of your head?
Top 3 video games of all time. Okay. Sorry, viewers. There was an announcement over the PA that just paused.
If you know a Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte, you got to go do something. But top 3 video games. I'm trying to think. Off of Steam playtime, I think I'd say Fallout 4, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and Stellaris. But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't actually put those at my top. I would put the Fallout franchise at the top, because I've played most of those games and thoroughly enjoyed them. I would also say Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not finished with the story, but what I have played through so far has been really good. The gameplay's a little slow, but I feel like the story makes up for it, and most of the time, like, the tedious stuff is actually just kind of calming. And I need a third one. Let me think of a third one. I'm gonna go with... okay, I said it already. I'm gonna say Stellaris. Stellaris is if you don't know, viewers, it's a 4X game. It's a grand strategy, like, made by Paradox. If you know them, all their games are the same. But it's like in space. You're building a space empire, and I have only beaten it once, and I have like way too many hours in it, and it's very fun. And there's continual support to it. They just had an update recently that rebalanced some stuff, added some mechanics. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I'd give that one a recommendation. And also the Fallout franchise and Red Dead Redemption 2. What about you? Top 3?
Alrighty, so I will start this off by saying that, viewers, if you have any gaming recommendations or want any gaming recommendations, please send them over to Murray, because I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I didn't grow up with video games as much as everybody else around me did, but I did pick up gaming over quarantine. It was nothing special. I'm no, pro. I'm not going to join the esports team.
No. I suck at games too.
Yeah. So, but off the top of my head, I was a big multiplayer guy, so I played like a ton of multiplayer games in my free time. Honestly, my third favorite game to play with my friends was Terraria.
Love Terraria.
It was a very simple, very calming game. I honestly enjoyed my short time playing it. I currently do not have a gaming setup right now. It was very old. But once I get one, I hope to jump back on it, depending on how school goes and how my other plans go. But my second favorite will have to be actually Rocket League. I enjoyed Rocket League. I'm a big sports guy. I love competitive, quick games. It kept me interested.
Yeah.
I got really into it, really addicted. And then my favorite, my bread and butter of quarantine was Minecraft.
Minecraft. It's a classic.
It's just, you can't go wrong with it. You can do so much. You can do it with so many people.
Yeah.
There are so many other add-ons, so many amazing servers.
Yeah,
made.
there's unlimited opportunities. Like you said with the servers and the add-ons, mods, there's so much you can do. And it's continually being supported. Not as fast as I'd like the devs to update it, but it's still going. And they're on what, 1.9 or something like that? No, it's got to be more.
I think it's 1.10 actually. They got to be on 10 or 11.
No, it's 1.19. I remember this.
Is it actually?
I think. I might be wrong, but they're up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's really impressive too. It's just impressive how they went from how simple, little the game is, and now this game is become very impressive. It's just an impressive piece of work, and it's such a simple game.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I actually played the original alpha version that just had 20 blocks.
Yeah.
And seeing how it went from that to now is insane. I did actually just start up a new Minecraft world yesterday.
Did you actually?
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
did. My spawn was I used a seed because I was like, oh, that's cool. It's basically 100 blocks from spawn is just an insanely deep lake, which I'm saying maybe down to bedrock. I haven't checked because I will die if I try to go to the bottom. But yeah, it's the stuff they've added, because they doubled the world size basically by adding that whole layer underground.
Yeah.
And they changed the water generate. There's so much going on underground.
So crazy how I'm guessing at one point they're gonna get rid of blocks. I put my money on the fact that there will be a time where Minecraft is no longer a block game, and I have my money on it because they're doing so well at just adding things.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from with that. Personally, I feel like they've actually done a really good job of keeping to the block aesthetic.
Yeah.
Where no matter how much they add, it still seems like a block game to me.
Yeah.
So I see where you're coming from, with all the content they're adding. They're pushing the limits a little bit with some of this stuff. Some of it's a little less blocky these days, but
the animation and stuff like that is still something to be proud of.
Yeah, it's a really well done game, and I noticed a little bit of a theme. You mentioned Terraria and Minecraft, both building games, but with good multiplayer opportunities and modding opportunities.
Yeah.
And they're really comparable, in a good way.
Oh yeah.
They're the basically same premise. You have blocks you can build, you're surviving, but they're both so unique and they're fun in different ways. Because Terraria, you have so much progression. You're constantly working to upgrade stuff and fight new bosses. And Minecraft is more focused on exploration because the worlds are infinite, unlike Terraria, which is this big. But yeah, they're both really fun games.
They're both very simple games, yet you crave to want to keep exploring whatever it is. You could go in. There's literally just 5 different types of realms in Minecraft. Or there's the 3 main ones that you can transfer, and then there's that. But then after once that's all said and done, there's still the adventure of trying to get this. There are so many challenges that you want to get in the game. So.
And if you're playing Terraria, there's the replayability too, because sure, you can go for no build at the start. Yeah. And then once you figure out the game, you play it again, you're okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna lean more into melee this time around.
Oh yeah.
Or ranged or magic. And you can go through all those, see how the different play styles work out. And if you somehow get bored of Terraria, there's mods.
Oh yeah. Same with Minecraft.
Exactly.
You can add so much.
Yeah. There's so much to do in both games.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played Rocket League, but I've heard it's fun. It doesn't seem like my kind of thing personally, but I am glad that you've enjoyed it.
Yeah. What's your go-to classic game, though?
When you say classic, you mean old school?
Just nostalgic.
Nostalgia?
What's the first one that pops into your mind? It could be
First one that pops in mind is Castle Crashers.
Wow,
Yep.
I didn't expect that one.
No,
All right.
yeah, I own it. I've bought it. Let me think. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then I bought it again on Xbox. I bought it 4 or 5 times, and I've played it way more than it's just the perfect nostalgia for me because I remember back in like elementary school, like playing it with my friend over Xbox Live or whatever, and just going through it. And like it's simple mechanics. It's easy to just pick up whenever you feel like it because of how simple it is, and like it's just fun. And there's like a lot of replayability because each character has like a different magic set. Well, most characters have a different magic set. They got a little lazy with some of them.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah. I did not expect that answer.
Yeah, no.
So, well, I'll go with a nostalgia game that will definitely make Mr. Allen really happy.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say Tetris.
Tetris, yeah.
And the main reason I like Tetris is just it's a simple game. And at the end of the day, like you can play it on our school Chromebooks.
Yeah, I was playing it today.
I play it whenever I don't need to learn.
Yeah.
But other than that, look, I enjoy it. It's a pretty simple game, and it's a lot older than a lot of people think.
Yeah.
It stood this test of time.
Yeah, no, didn't they make like a Tetris 99 or something like that? That was like a battle royale or something.
Honestly, they've done there are so many Tetrises.
Yeah, they've done a lot with it.
There's like the weird Jello one on your phone that I always get weird ad for.
Oh yeah. Don't like the Tetris blocks have like actual names? Like one of them is like Jim or something like that.
Honestly, I don't spend my day-to-day life wanting to know all the names. You know what? That is going to be the new thing I'm going to figure out after this show.
Yeah.
I am going to need to know what are all the Tetris blocks.
No, we got to get the T block, the one that goes and the one that goes there.
Yeah, just the square. We got to figure them all out. That's our new chore now. I'm not going to do my homework. Sorry, Mr. Allen. I'll film that later.
Yeah.
We got to figure out the Tetris block names. Yep.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that game's old, like what, 80s?
It's crazy old. It's like a lot older.
Yeah, like 80s, I used to think of, hey, that's not too far away, but now I'm realizing like, hey, that's like 40 years now.
Looking at an 80s like film or anything like that is just like, you're just like, oh wow.
Yeah.
They don't know how to do this yet.
Yeah.
They don't know what 4K is.
Like some of the stuff they did was impressive for the time.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, wow, that's old. Like of course I appreciate like all the old 80s movies, but like some of it's just like, wow, you can tell how dated this is or like how aged these effects are.
Yeah. So, alrighty. What here? Before we go on to another topic, what is the game you think best has like the best everything, like best quality game, best everything? Ooh. I know you said your 3 favorites, but I mean just like in general, like beauty, all that stuff.
So we're talking for this like graphics, how it looks, how it plays, and story, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The best video game. It doesn't have to be your favorite, because I know...
Yeah, no, gosh. That's a hard one. I gotta say, with that criteria, I'd say Red Dead Redemption 2, because it's a beautiful game. Like, the graphics are insane. The gameplay is really intricate and deep, like, and there's a lot of just random events that happen, and your actions affect the world, kind of. And the story, like I said, is really good. And I didn't mention this earlier, but the voice acting is also really good.
That is true.
It's like top tier stuff. The entire team that worked on that game, I feel like, did a really good job.
Honestly.
Yeah. What about you?
So I'm gonna actually have to personally say Red Dead Redemption 2. I dated a girl who was big into Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that, and she definitely showed me a lot of like just everything with it. And it just kind of gives off like Walking Dead vibes, but at the end of the day, it's still just relatively cool. I liked it.
Yeah, that's actually a kind of good way to describe it, because like Walking Dead is like kind of just like wandering around.
Yes.
It's just, and like that's what Red Dead is.
Big like fight scene and then just
fight scene and then
some little problem like going to go trying to
drama.
Get yeah.
And if you really want to get Walking Dead, the original Red Dead Redemption had a DLC that added a new game mode. It was called it was called Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, and it was basically just zombies, and you were a cowboy and you had to kill them.
Honestly. Awesome. Simple as it comes, but easy.
Yeah, honestly, Undead Nightmare is like the big thing in my mind, being like, I gotta play Red Dead 1 at some point, because I love like cowboy stuff. Like, I wish there were more like modern games that had cowboy stuff, and I also like a little bit of fantasy or like apocalypse or survival, like stuff like zombies.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of that mixed in. So zombies and cowboys, I wanna play that out. I wanna see that. Like and I'm always disappointed that there isn't an Undead Nightmares for Red Dead 2. Because like there were a bunch of rumors like for years, like every year there's a new rumor like, oh, this is hinting at Undead Nightmares. It's not gonna happen. I know it's not, but I'd like it to. Yeah.
Alrighty. You said put it perfectly. Zombies and cowboys.
Mm-hmm. The two big things in life.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think that's gonna wrap up this segment of Dan and Dan. We'll be right back, I think.
You pay $16 for one pizza? Little Caesars, I pay 10 for two pizzas.
My place delivers.
You pay $6 more for one pizza than I pay for two pizzas. Give me the 16. I'll pay 10 for two pizzas and pocket the 6.
You got a tip?
Yeah, you got a tip. You a big tipper?
20%.
20% of $16. Now you're talking 1920.
1920? I was born in 1920.
Delivery costs. Now at Little Caesars, you get two great pizzas for $6.88.
Bam, bam.
Only at Little Caesars.
Welcome back to Dan and Dan. And today, me and Dan are going to be discussing our favorite burgers. So, Mr. Murray, sir, what is your go-to burgers?
Okay, go-to burger. I gotta say, it's by and far the best burger I've had. It's called Paradise Pup. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's in the Chicagoland area. I can tell you that. Guy Fieri went there on his show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and like that's how I found out about him. My mom's like, "Hey, he went here." I was like, "Okay, we should try it out." It's so good. The burger is like juicy, but like not too juicy where it like all falls out. But it feels like it should fall. It's just really good. It's quality. The buns are great. I don't know if they bake them there or not. They probably don't. It's actually a pretty small place, but it's always so packed, which is a testament to it.
Yeah.
But it's just really good. They have pretty good shakes too. Fries are crinkle cut, and I'm not a big crinkle cut fan, so they don't really do it for me. But they are pretty quality. Pretty good quality. Sorry, I forgot a word in that sentence. But yeah, no, Paradise Pup. That is my recommendation. Look it up. And what about you?
So mine has got to be Burger Movement.
Burger Movement.
This place is just like, again, I love their burgers. I'm a go-to burger guy. You know, that's my way to like kind of rank places. Just get a burger, like nothing crazy.
Exactly.
Just ketchup, you know, eat it. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's really good. It's not like crazy greasy. Like it's just got enough where like you got to wipe your hands after it. But like honestly, like every bite is just an experience, which is what you want. You know, it's not like you're just muffing away something to get rid of your hunger. It's honestly really good. Has very good shakes and very good fries, which I think fries make half the burger.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yes.
Like they're part of the meal. There's a reason that places offer fries for free as a side with burgers.
It's half the burger.
Yeah. It works so well. God. But
There's no better couple on this earth than burger and fries.
yeah. Okay, so Burger Movement. I'm gonna have to remember that because I've been searching for.
I believe it's in like the Forest Oak Park area. I honestly walk to it for a sleepover, and then every single time we drive there, I just
Okay, that
space
sounds
out.
like it's closer to me than Paradise Pup is, so I'm definitely gonna.
Might
check
have to be
that
a
out.
go-to then. That'll definitely. I will if Paradise Pub is not like a mile long with the wait.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. I do have a little bit of a story that I like saying when it comes to burgers. Basically, I'm a big burger guy. My dad is, my mom is, not my sister though, but it's fine.
All right.
But basically, we had throughout our time eating burgers, we've had multiple go-to burger places close on us, right after we start eating there. Like the first one we started going to repeatedly was Smash Burger in downtown LaGrange.
Yeah.
Then it closed.
Yeah.
And then there was a little bit up in the air. then we were like, oh, hey, because my parents used to not like, I believe it was Back Alley Burger.
Interesting.
I don't remember why, but they found out it was good now, so we went there. Well, it was good. It was delicious. We went there for a few times. They closed it on us.
Oh, God.
And after Back Alley, let me think. After Back Alley, there was a little bit, like a pretty big stretch of time where there just wasn't a good go-to burger place near us. Then we found the next good thing. Like, honestly, I thought it was my
best thing.
It was my second favorite burger place I've ever been to. It was called Anthony's 2. I think it was like on Ogden somewhere.
Yeah.
But it was so good, and we went there like 4 times, and then they closed it on us, and I was so upset because that was legitimately my second favorite burger place I've ever been to, and like since it's closer than Paradise Pub, like I would have loved to go there repeatedly throughout my life, but they had to go and close it, and I looked, and I knew there was another location in Chicago, so one day we were planning on going to Chicago. I was like, hey, I'm gonna look up, see if the other Anthony's in Chicago is open. I look it up, it's closed too. And I'm so upset. It was such a good burger. It had like a nice oniony flavor to it, but like not too overpowering. So now we've been getting burgers from a place that we've been getting food from for a while. It's called Bill's Place. It's in
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got like a lot of different options. It's got like Italian pizza, it's Greek, burgers, chicken, like a lot, just so much like good stuff. So I've started ordering the burger there, and I'm just waiting. One day I know they're gonna close down, and I'm gonna have to find a new one.
You're just gonna be sitting out there shaking your fist, being like, no!
I'm gonna scream into the air, ah! Yeah.
That'd be an awesome. I would have that picture framed in my head.
It's just the tears running down my face.
just the full movie face and all. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, what's my second? My second has got to be PJ Clem's in Lyons McCook. It was a block away from my middle school. I went to George Washington.
Okay.
And it was a go-to spot. I loved going there. It's a really quiet, like it's just it looks like a diner your grandparents and I are going. But you go in there, you have amazing treatment. All the people in there remember who I am, and it's just honestly, I enjoy it. I chill there. It's calm, quiet. And the burger is this big, and do I have a food coma every time after I eat it? Yes, I do, but it is very good. It is worth every bite.
That is a really good endorsement that you have a food coma after it. And I'll say another good endorsement is the fact that they know you by name.
Yeah.
Like, that shows that the people care, which is just good, and that means you're probably not going to get food poisoned.
Yeah, that is true. You know what? Now that I think about it, food poisoning would be it'd be a plus. So.
A plus?
Well, I'm like not getting it. I mean, it's a plus now that I'm thinking about it that I don't get food poisoning because they know who I am. So
okay, I believe our next topic is supposed to be pizza.
Yes, pizza.
I think I have mine, but I'm not really sure. So, do you have one?
So I have mine, and it will be a very easy one that a lot of people watching should definitely know. And it's just go to Salerno's. Salerno's is the spot. And it's really funny because I had a very funny conversation with one of my friend's parents because they were like, what was your go-to pizza place? And I'm like, oh, Salerno's. And they're like, okay, well, this kid, and they pointed at one of my friends, Nick, and they say, like, he chose to take their daughter to Mod Pizza for a dinner date. And they were just like, I can't believe that. But yeah, honestly, Salerno's is a go-to. They sponsor our program for hockey, and honestly,
is it plus?
Just go-to.
Yeah. I got to ask about Salerno's. I believe I've been there before, but are the pizzas, would you say they're more thin or more thick?
Thick.
Thick? I'm going there again. Or if I haven't been, I don't remember.
Salerno's is the go-to. It's if you live in this area, you either have worked at a Salerno's or you go to a Salerno's.
I know I've been before now, but I've definitely got to go again. I'm a big fan of like the thick pizzas.
Same. It's so good.
Yeah. If I were to say my favorite pizza, I don't know if this counts, but I'm gonna go with DiGiorno. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. But it's actually pretty good as frozen pizzas go. Like, of course, like professionally made, restaurant made is probably a little better, but like DiGiorno's, at least the one I get, is nice and thick. It's got a good amount of cheese. It's the not too much sauce for me. It's just overall, in my opinion, a quality slice. And this isn't sponsored by DiGiorno's.
Please sponsor us.
Yeah, no, that'd
Please.
be cool. Give LTTV money. We deserve it. We deserve money. Yeah.
We would promote that.
Yeah.
You know how many films would be our commercials out the window?
Yeah.
It would be a short film, literally. That's what our short film should have been about.
my
A
God.
DiGiorno pizza that
We
dropped.
should've. We
Okay.
Yeah, no, we should get paid. Like, people should sponsor LTTV, so then maybe Bill will pay us for working on shoots.
You
Who
know,
knows?
like,
Who
because we
knows,
do a
Bill?
great job. We do an amazing job
Yeah.
here. Anyways, so DiGiorno. All right, that's definitely a big go-to.
Yeah.
They have so many selections.
They do. It's a very nice variety.
So DiGiorno is your go-to. Salerno's is my go-to.
Oh, wait. Oh, go ahead.
I have a question about pizza that is, me and you are both from Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you're from Chicago, but I'm born and raised.
Born and raised also.
Deep dish pizza. What's your opinion?
This is
This is a political discussion.
It
right
is
now.
a
It's turned into
political
a political
discussion.
discussion.
sauce doesn't belong on top of cheese.
Are you?
I know. I'm a Chicago. We don't do the food good. In my opinion, at least, like
Really?
we don't put the one thing you're supposed to put on a hot dog on the hot dog. You put everything except the ketchup on the hot dog in Chicago. What is that? Like, and the sauce needs to be under the cheese goes on top. That's just how you do it.
You know how many people just clicked off this?
Yeah, no, it's my
There's so
fault. It's
many.
my fault.
Well, I'll wrap it back up, or I'll wrap it around by saying that I am definitely a born and raised Chicago guy, bred in like blue and white, all the way. But I do have to say that I've never ordered a deep dish pizza. I've only ever gotten deep dish pizzas like given to me, rather
Okay.
be a family member. Honestly, I do like it. It's just not my go-to.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you got to put the sauce on top of the cheese, Danny.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
You know
I
what?
do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Favorite topping?
On top of a pizza?
Yeah.
My start off is cheese. Because if you can mess up a cheese pizza, you are not worth
Yeah, no.
any toppings ever.
That's an amazing point.
But if it's like a place I can trust, and it's a place I've had like a lot with cheese, and I'm like, you know, feeling something new, big sausage guy.
Sausage.
What's your go-to?
I will almost always order cheese, but like sausage, I'd say is my second favorite topping. Like I'm actually I'm not gonna say I'm a big sausage guy because that can be taken like out of context. I enjoy the food made from pigs called sausage, and I think it tastes good. And if that's on the pizza, sometimes I will enjoy that.
Alrighty, I will happily agree with you putting the topping sausage on your pizzas.
Yes. Here at Dan and Dan, we enjoy sausages, big sausages. We love them so much.
As Evan would say, who is a legend among our class, God, I love meat in my mouth. Anyways.
That's going on YouTube, you know that, right?
You know what? Hopefully we'll get a part 2 then. Hopefully that will be a favorite
We're going
clip.
to get renewed.
Oh, yeah. So here's a second political topic.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza.
Okay. Now, I only say this because I don't actually have an opinion on it, but people who put pineapple on pizza should burn in hell.
I agree with the Danny sitting across from me. What are you thinking putting pineapple on a pizza? What went through your mind to think, oh yeah, this amazing fruit is gonna go on this Italian, amazing, beautiful masterpiece? Do better.
It's not even made in Hawaii. It was made in Canada. Call it Canadian pizza. Don't put that on the Hawaiians.
Get the freaking Canadians out of here. Love all
We
my
love you
Canadians.
Canadians.
Yeah, we love Canada.
Yeah, you're really nice. I was there. You were really nice to us.
Okay. All right, so you good with all the pizza talk?
Yep.
Alrighty.
What was next?
Chicken.
Chicken. Not a big chicken guy.
Actually?
Yeah, no, I'll eat it, but like I'll never order it. So I don't have really a favorite place. Like all that really does it for me is like if there's a little bit of a kick to it, like I'm not big on like spicy anything.
Wow.
But like a little bit of a kick in the chicken, and if it's crunchy, that's good for me. I'll eat a few wings.
Interesting.
And what about you?
B-dubs. Big B-dubs guy. I like B-dubs. It's it's a place that I've gone to many times for celebrations of sporting events, and it's just all around. It's a good place. But if I have to pick though, I'm a big orange chicken guy. Big Chinese food. I can throw away some like orange chicken. I put it away. Like that's my go-to thing. Just a nice orange chicken with a bowl of white rice.
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
I've never had the pleasure of tasting orange chicken myself, but I've heard. And
now
good.
Panda Express will need to sponsor us,
Panda
please.
Express, please pay us. Pay us money.
A lot.
Now,
I will get
Millions.
a panda tattoo.
Millions.
Okay. So chicken. All right. What's your go-to just like weirder food that people might like find odd?
But that's actually a really good question. I'm gonna have to think on that.
Yeah, it popped into my mind because like you have like your chicken, you have your burger, you have your like cheese, but then like you have that weird go-to.
Okay. I'm gonna say that I don't know if it's really that weird. I'm gonna go with a Greek dish because I'm Greek called pasticcio. It's basically like a lasagna without the sauce, without tomato sauce. It's basically replacing the tomato sauce with bechamel sauce, and I believe it's not as layered. Like you have the like, I don't know. There's like this weird mixture at the top of bechamel sauce and pasta, and there's like some kind of sheet over it from like fried. I don't know. And then you got your meat layer. I go with ground beef. I don't actually know if there's other options for pasticcio.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right now, actually. It might be pasticcio. I'm not sure. And then the bottom layer is another pasta, but this time it's more like hard and cooked rather than the bechamel mix at top. But it's really good, and my grandma makes the best pasticcio. So if you ever want to have really good pasticcio, find my grandma.
You know what? That will be my new task.
Yeah.
Go to just gonna find Daniel Murray's grandma.
Yep.
So my go-to is not going to be as cool as yours because I am not cool. My go-to is crab rangoons, and yes, I've already talked about Chinese food, but it's just it's not. It's like I've had normal crab rangoons, but I actually like the sour cream rangoons from Panda Express. It's just a go-to. It's a tiny little snack-on piece, and I'd recommend it to you. I know you're not a big Chinese food person yet, but if it ever comes up to you, please try it.
That actually sounds like a pretty interesting combo. I like sour cream and a seafood. That seems pretty interesting.
It's pretty good. I recommend it to a lot of people.
And so that'll do it for Dan and Dan. Thank you for tuning in to the only show with two Dannys. I don't think we're ever going to catch you again, so thanks for watching.
Bye.